what's up guys? Today I'm here along one of my favorite local lakes that I grew up fishing up in northern New Jersey. And throughout the day today, I'm actually going to be doing a little lake hopping. You know, I'm going to first hit this lake, then maybe hit another lake, and kind of just keep going until I find some fish. And today I'm basically going to be targeting fish using little tiny Lunker City Fin-S-fish, and the weather's starting to get a little bit warmer, the sun's starting to get a little bit stronger, and we're in that transitional period from late winter to early spring. And I'm going to show you a little light tackle technique that is really effective in the north that you can use to catch some nice fish. Today I'm going to be targeting panfish, largemouth bass, and pickerel. Today's a good day, they should be biting, so let's catch a few fish. So I'm starting off the day today throwing a small little Lunker City Fin-S-fish on a 1/8 ounce jig head. So now I'm working this little Fin-S-fish right along the bottom because that's where most of these fish are going to be. And I'm hoping just to pull it by a fish and kind of get a reaction strike. There he is. Oh, nice chunky perch. Oh, there was a fish right there. Oh, whatever that was broke me off. It was probably a pickerel. Alright, I'm locked and loaded, ready to go. There he is. Fish on. Oh, that's a pickerel. Ugh. Same spot where I lost that last one. I'm using really light line, so I always like to bring a net. There she goes. Oh, there he is. That's a, oh, he broke me off. Oh, that was a good fish. Broke me off. Oh, I don't know what that was. I'm assuming it was a pickerel, I guess. I'm using 6-pound test. You know, usually a bass won't break it that fast. Alright, let's throw on another jig, see if I can catch some more fish. Jerk it up slightly from the bottom and very slowly. There he is, fish. Oh. There he is, fish right on. This might be a bass or a perch. Nice perch. Okay, right there. There he is. Oh, he broke me off again. Alright guys, came to a new body of water after breaking off that last fish. This is a smaller little pond, but it gets to about 25 feet deep, and there's a nice dock that goes straight across the entire lake. And this dock creates an easy access point for me to target some bass and panfish. So let's give it a shot and catch some fish. What's good about targeting a small pond like this is that after a couple days, the water will warm up faster than a big lake. See, I'm walking through the woods right now. I'm trying to find a spot to take a cast along this shoreline where the sun is shining right onto it. If there's going to be any bass that are actively feeding, they're going to be on the shoreline that is getting exposed to the most sun right now. There's a ton of bluegill right here, some baby bass I'm swimming around. Okay, snuck in a little cast. Oh, I've got 2 bass right here in the shallows. They just came out from the sticks. There he is, bass. Little guy, but nice pretty little first bass of the day. Really cool colors on him. I just love how black that little stripe is on this little bass. I'm seeing a lot of nice bluegill and a bunch of bass in the shallow water along the shoreline here. But it's just covered with sticks. I really don't have an area where I can get a good cast in. So it's going to be pretty difficult to catch a fish out of these sticks here. Oh, I got a couple bass down here right in front of this big tree. I'm going to try and sneak up on these bass and get a good cast in. The bass aren't that big, but there's something. Oh, there he was. Little largemouth. It's a really little largemouth. He can barely get it in his mouth. This whole entire general area in front of me is pretty shallow, but I'm going to try and work this finesse fish along the bottom away from the shoreline. Oh, there he is, and connect with a fish. There's a nice bass. There we go. So there's bass out away from the shoreline and there's bass along the shoreline. There we go. That's a nice, oh, he came off right. He came off the hook and then he got trapped in the sticks and I got him. Woo! That was a lucky catch. That's a nice chunky little bass. Probably a small female, just how chubby she is. I just love the coloration on these bass today. They're so lightly colored, their bellies, a little dark color on the top, and then just a black stripe down the middle of them. Nice, beautiful fish. There she goes, there she goes. Hopefully I can get into a few more. I'm gonna start covering this entire area here, casting along the shoreline, casting away from the shoreline. Oh, there he is. There's another one. Oh. Ah. There we go. Come here, Bassy. Oh, okay. A little smaller than my last fish, but a nice, pretty largemouth just on that finesse fish. Alright, well I caught 2 bass out of this one little spot. I'm going to move down the shoreline, hopefully connect with some more. Seems like I found a little pattern today, and hopefully I can find some more fish. Alright guys, I moved a little bit further down the shoreline from where I was fishing. I caught 2 bass at that big tree to the right of me up here along the bank, and I moved down next to this big tree, and I'm seeing a lot of baby bluegill around. I'm seeing a lot of baby bass around. This looks like a good spot. I can sneak in, hopefully make a few casts and catch a few decent sized bass. Oh, I just had a crappie follow it in. Little crappie. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, 2 crappies. There's 2 crappie here. I didn't know there was crappie in this little pond. He didn't hit it though, he missed it. He went after it. So I think there's still a possibility I could catch him. Now I'm all wrapped up around my rod tip here. Let's see if I can get that crappie down there. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's there. I see him. He's right here. He's sitting on a little patch of sticks right in front of me. There he is. Got him. Nice little crappie. I didn't know there was crappie in this little pond here. Good to know there's a few in here. There he goes. Try casting along the shoreline here. I missed a couple fish over here before. There he is. That's a nice fish. Oh, a nice crappie. 2 crappies in a row, nice. Not a monster crappie. I mean, I'm sure you guys have caught bigger, and I've caught bigger personally, but you know, when you're fishing the end of winter with some light tackle fishing gear, these little crappies feel good. Come on, I'm looking for one more bass. One more hungry bass. Oh, monster, got a monster on here. This is gonna be the fish of the day, probably. Oh yeah. This stick fish is massive. Woo! I might be able to get a cast or two in here, but it's gonna be tough to get through all the bushes to try and fish. I think I can do it though. Big sticker bush here. Ugh, I hate sticker bushes. I'm gonna have to cast along the shoreline, along these bushes, if I want to get a fish. There he is. Oh, that was a nice bass right there. I just don't have enough room to set the hook here. There's too many trees in my way. I'm gonna have to break some of these trees to get them out of the way. Hopefully there's another one out there along this shoreline. There he is. That's a good one. There we go. Okay. Obviously not like a monster bass, guys, but you know, they're definitely really fun to catch on this light tackle setup that I got here. There you go, buddy.